Hi, welcome back to HeKate's Crossing. Okay, we went through and we had a look at the keywords for the Major Arcana. We went through and had a look at them quickly, and then we went through, that's the deck that I use, the Secrets of Tarot, and then we used the Gilded Tarot for this next section, which was just using 2 card spreads to use the quick keywords to learn a really quick way to read for yourself if you just want a really quick message without going into depth. Right, today we're going to go into a little bit more depth. We're just going to choose one card out of our Major Arcana that we've kept separate from the minors. The minors are all separate at the moment. We're just focusing on the Major Arcana, and we're just going to randomly pull one card a day, right, or a couple of cards a day, or whatever we want to do. And we've got a journal, and we're going to write down. So we've pulled out Judgment. So we're looking here, and we see that this is an angel here that's holding a, we're holding a trumpet here, blowing the trumpet. We have this beautiful angel wings behind here. There's a gold hat. We've got some people down here that seem to be forms of people in the clouds that are underneath. And we've got the stars are up here. So when you're looking at this card, think about how you can describe it in your book. And what do you see? The naked people, or the people that are bare. Maybe they are being revealed in some way, the bare essentials, the bare naked, you know, all those things that come into it. You see the stars up here, so you're allowing your true self, you know, you're allowing the stars to shine. There might be some clouds there, so maybe we're thinking things might be a little bit cloudy or a little bit foggy in what's actually going on there. So we're looking at what the card could mean, not because of the traditional words, but looking at things a bit more detailed. So here we have the dark indigo blue. So this could be in relation to the third eye. This lighter blue could be in relation to the throat. Okay, maybe something's in our hands at the moment. Maybe we've grabbed something within the hands. What are we doing with it? Maybe we're playing. Maybe this could resonate with playing some music. You know, think about those things when you're looking at this card. What does that mean to you? So let's have a look at another one, another Major Arcana. We've got the star here. So what is she showing? There's this woman. She's turned to one side. She's got a jug pouring into the water here, and a jug pouring into the water here. So we're maybe letting out something. We've got the star here. What else do we see? We see water. So it could be about our emotions in some way. We've got the moon here. So are we looking at the phase of the moon in regard, you know, we're looking at the phase of something. So think about things when we look at this image. What does it mean? You know, what else can we see? Pull out your Judgment card, pull out your star card, and start describing what you're actually seeing. So here we have Temperance. Temperance is a woman here. She's covered with some scarves. We've got what appears to be the sun, but yet it seems to be like day here in some way and night here. Is it sunset or sunrise? We've got like what appears to be the moon behind, maybe in some way. Green stands out quite strongly, so maybe this is about some healing going on. Maybe we're moving out of the darkness and into the light in some way. Maybe there's some changes taking place. You know, what does the card actually speak to you? What is the story? So now we look at the 3 cards, and we look at what's similar and what's different. And to me, this is about the darkness. It seems to be, when you look at these 3 cards, we're moving out of the darkness, or maybe we're moving into the darkness. Maybe we're moving out of the light and into the darkness when you look at these 3 cards together. So start looking at these and looking at the imagery. What does this image actually tell you? Here you've got a Tower card. Now you're going to see that we've got the crown here that's broken off. It looks like some lightning has struck in some way. There's some someone's falling from the situation. Maybe you're feeling like you're falling and there's this never-ending ground. It seems like you're in chaos and everything that's going around you at the moment. Again, you've got this darkness coming through when you're looking at all of these cards. So here you have the Wheel of Fortune. So what do we see? We see some animals on here. Around this, we've got a jewel. There seems to be something happening within you. Seems to be something happening outside of the wheel. So maybe that tells you a little bit more about it. Maybe this red stands out, so you know it's about your vitality, your energy with what's going on. Maybe to you this feels like it's spinning. Maybe it feels like a clock in some way, so it's talking about time. So you're looking at things a bit more and you're starting to see a bit more of a picture as you're starting to look at these cards. You've got the Hanged Man. So he's hanging from the situation. He looks like he's a little tied up at the moment. Maybe he's surrendering to it. You might feel that this might be again a cog in some way. So maybe he's feeling like maybe you're feeling like you're a bit of a cog in the situation with what's going on. You're just hanging around. You know, what else can you see within the imagery that's going to tell you a little bit more about the card? That's not just using the keywords now. Now you're actually starting to look at the image. You know, what does the story tell you? You have this imprint, the Hierophant. And so you're looking at the Hierophant, and what does he look like to you? He looks like clergy, so maybe it's something to do with the church in some way. Maybe it's to do with faith and belief. Maybe you start to see there's a stained window. So are you able to look outside and see clearly what's around you? What else, you know, he's holding a staff. He's wearing a hat. Seems to be a light radiating from him. So what else does that tell you about that card? So it is about looking through, looking at the cards and seeing what else. Well, like the Moon card, you see you've got dogs or wolves here in some way. You've got something to do with the astrology, maybe looking at the moon. You've got the crab here, so you've got water, you've got what appears to be a stand or two pillars that are holding up the equipment in some way. So or the world, this could be the earth. Okay, so what else does this card tell you when you start thinking about these different creatures and different things that are actually in the card? The colours, the pink that seems to sort of stand out, or this light, or the blue from down below, you know, or the clouds. Maybe the clouds tell you something about the story, about what's actually going on. So that's what you're going to start doing. You've got the devil here, and you've got he's got his eyes covered, he's got a couple of horns, he's got a pentacle, there's a pentagram, should I say, there's a pentacle behind him, there's two people dancing in front of him. There's the flames coming through. So what else does this is a bit more sort of raunchy. Maybe this is a bit more sort of talking about passion and the flames of things going on. Maybe this talks to you about hell in some way. So what else does the image speak about? I think that's really important as you start to explore the different imagery in the cards. Then you can start looking a bit more about what it means. So write down in your journal what you see, what it means to you, what the characters say to you, what story seems to come about when you start looking at the Major Arcana. So that's the next video we have in regards to, I'm not going to go through all the cards. You can start doing your own story and what it does for you. So what I'm going to do is a real quick 3-card reading now. You've explored the two cards, and you really want to sort of get into maybe past, present and future, or you want to get into what are the energies today. So what energies am I pulling out today? So I have the Hierophant, I have the Moon, and I have the Empress. Now straight away, we know from using our keywords about faith and tradition, spiritual awakening, the phases of the cycles, our moods, could be about the hidden being revealed, maybe our fears being faced, our beauty, our motherhood, our, you know, all those things come, all those keywords start, the fertility, the beauty, all those things we can think about, right? Now we want to look a little bit deeper, and we're looking at this being clergy, so maybe it's about our spiritual awakening, our faith. Maybe we need to shine within our own spirituality. We need to shine within our own spirituality. Maybe we need to tame the wild that's within us. Maybe we need to bring ourselves back into some way. And straight away, I'm looking at this imagery, and I'm seeing like the butterfly is standing out quite strongly, and there's a so it's about being set free, giving ourselves some freedom in some way. Maybe it's allowing us to, we've got a deer here, so maybe it's about being gentle within oneself. We have the Venus, so again the beauty within the whole situation, the love we're coming through. So again we're sort of looking at the colours of it, so maybe there's some major healing going on for us at this time as we're moving through and being really gentle and being very kind within ourselves. Maybe it's a lot about self-love, not only loving others but self-love as we deal with the taming of our wild side and letting our true self shine through spiritually on some level. So you can see how our readings have developed from that really quick spread that I did into something a little bit more. So anyway, that's it from me. Just a really quick, really short videos in how we develop from understanding the keywords to doing 2-card spreads with the keywords we've just been learning, into actually start developing into looking at the spreads a little deeper. Straight away the pink sort of stands out quite strong too. So I'm talking about an unconditional love, loving from a higher place, radiating for ourselves, not only for others, but loving who we are as individuals. So that's it from me for today. Take care and blessed be.